Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of I Was There Last Night. Don't believe me? I was there last night. Last night, December 8th, 2016, at the Gothic Theater in Englewood, Colorado, I saw Sonata Arctica featuring Leaves' Eyes and Omnium Gatherum. It was really fun telling people whom I would be seeing because the looks of confusion were amazing. This is also surprisingly the first time I've actually seen a show at the Gothic. I feel like I'm a bad Denverite. It's not a bad venue either, though I still have some problems with people sitting at a metal show. They have a balcony with chairs and all that. I don't like that. But this is easily the first concert I went to this year where I went for the opening band. I love Omnium Gatherum. Leaves' Eyes is good, at least what I used to hear. I don't listen to them as much as I do like Omnium Gatherum. And I didn't really know anything about Sonata Arctica going into the show, just a handful of songs. So this was going to be an interesting show.
You jump the fuck up right now, come
So first up was Omnium Gatherum. I saw them last year with Insomnium, and they absolutely crushed it. That was such a great show. And they have this just raw, melodic death metal sound with a little bit of progressive metal sprinkled in there. And absolutely great guitar work from Marcus Vanala, who also is a guitarist for Insomnium. The lead singer, Jukka Pelkonen, just exudes this energy and passion. When he's up there, when he's singing, when he's getting the crowd riled up, he's keeping everybody positive. He's making sure everyone's having a good time. I mean, you can just tell that these guys are up there having a great time. You can see it on their faces, in the body language, just how much fun they're having up there. And the crowd responded really well to it. The crowd was also having a great time during their set. Sadly, it was a shorter set, but they definitely made the most of every moment. Much of the music came from their latest album, The Grey Heavens, but they have a lot to pull from. They have so many great albums out there, so it's, kind of hard to get everything in there when you only play 7-8 songs. Maybe someday I'll be lucky to see them headline, or at least in a direct support slot, because again, there's so much they can pull from, and they're only given a short amount of time to play here, but they definitely utilized it well. A couple of highlights were Frontiers obviously was going to be played off of Grey Heavens. That is just I love that song. That was probably my favorite song from the night. The Unknowing, another great song of theirs. New World Shadows off of the album with the same name. New Dynamic, and then Skyline, just to name a few songs that they played that were just outright awesome. I wasn't even sure I was going to end up going to this show, but I don't regret it at all now that I have. It was worth the price of admission just to see Omnium Gatherum for that short set because, like I said, they crushed it. Next up was Leaves' Eyes, who's made up of members from Germany, Finland, Netherlands, so they're kind of an international band themselves. I've been curious to see how this band sounds now that Liv Christine is no longer in the band. And suffice it to say, I can put all of my worries to rest because their new lead singer, Elena, is a marvelous soprano, like on the level of like Tarja Turunen. Their style of symphonic folk metal really sounds excellent live. Like their albums are really beautiful, but they don't always sound quintessentially metal. There's, pieces here and there where you get like that really metal moment, but overall, I never really thought of Leaves' Eyes as this, great metal band, but seeing them live, I need to go and question what I was believing before. Again, this is the first time I've seen them live, so didn't really know how they were going to sound, but I was blown away by how they sound. They sounded fantastic. And they definitely got the crowd riled up, especially when lead singer Alexander Kroll caught people filming, like this one. I actually do worry about that sometimes, but he actually flipped the script and started filming us back. Some of the songs they played that really stuck out, Take the Devil in Me off of their Njord album, as well as My Destiny, those two songs. Those are two songs that I knew better than most of the other ones. Some of their newer stuff I haven't listened to as much. The Waking Eye, which actually was probably my favorite from their set, was just awesome. It was straight up awesome. They opened with Halfdan the Black, so that was a really good way to kind of get everybody into the band right away. And then Sacred Vow was another song that really highlighted how good Elena really is on the vocals. I didn't know what to expect, but I was really surprised and really pleased with how Leaves' Eyes sounded, and I'm looking forward to seeing them again because I will most likely be seeing them again in 2017. Last up was Sonata Arctica. I didn't know much about this band going in, except that they're a Finnish power metal band. That's about all I knew. What I also didn't know was that I love this band. These guys are pure power metal, but they have the skills to absolutely back it up. And just take the individual solos that they have at the end of the song Full Moon, and that just showcases how awesome they are as musicians. I was really blown away by the lyrics in a lot of the songs and how relevant many of them are to today. There's certainly a lot of focus on climate change, but also politics, and especially the political climate that we're in right now. Some people get annoyed when musicians talk about politics during a show, but I absolutely love it because it means that they are passionate about things, not just about music, that they have a voice, that they want to share something. So I always love it when they do that. Some of the songs I really enjoyed included The Wolves Die Young, Life, which is probably the only song that I really actually recognized, Fairy Tale, which is also off their new album, Full Moon, that one was a lot of fun. Everyone seemed to have a great time with Full Moon. We Are What We Are was probably my favorite song from their set, and that's probably just because of the power behind that song. It was really the message, everything about it really struck me. And then they came out for a 2-song encore, and the 2 songs they played included I Have a Right and Don't Say a Word, which I think was the perfect way to end the show and really just say, we're here to play live music for the fans to enjoy the live music and do so with passion, with love, and energy. And that's exactly what they did. It's shows like this that prove Finland has some of the best music in the world. Omnium Gatherum and Sonata Arctica are both from Finland, and the new lead singer of Leaves' Eyes is also Finnish. So everybody here has some connection to Finland, and they all sound amazing. And even as different as these bands are, they sounded great together. Each one brought their different sound, but musically they're all superb, and they really did flow very well. I had an absolutely great time on a very cold night. I wasn't sure how much I was going to enjoy this show, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. Metal warms the soul. And as Tony Kakko of Sonata Arctica said, going to shows like this keeps live music alive, and I 100% agree, which is why I'm going to continue going to live shows as much as I can because I love it. Sadly, this is my last concert of 2016, but it has been a fantastic year for shows. Really, only the shows. But 2017 is already looking good, with potentially a very special first for me, so I'm really hoping that works out. If you were there last night, let me know what you thought of the show. If not, then hopefully you'll just enjoy these short clips of the show. And that does it for this episode of I Was There Last Night, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Nice work. Good job. If you like what you saw, you can just go ahead and click that subscribe button for all videos past and future. You can also head over to my website and see all the other stuff that I do, including the books I've written. So go ahead, click stuff.